To our demo run through of the Tetris project. The group consisted of Kong, Jay, and myself. Alright, so we're just going to go through some settings right now. Right here we've got game settings. We can adjust how wide we want the Tetris field. We can also adjust how high we want it. I'm just going to leave it on defaults for now. We can also adjust the starting level as well. I'm just going to leave it on level 1. Now we can turn the music on and off. I'll do that in game. We can also turn the sound effects on or off. Once again, I'll do that in game. And we can also turn on or off the extend mode, which is the ghost pieces. I'm going to leave them on for now because they're a good little hint. All right, so I'm going to start a new game. As you can hear, the background music has changed. And we also have some responsive sounds to let the player know what they're doing on screen. I'm just going to mute the music and turn off the sounds for now. I've used M to mute the music, and then I just used Control S to actually turn off the sounds. Reason we've chosen Control S is because we're already using WSAD as mapped out for our movements. So you can line up the tetraminos exactly as it would be expected. And you can also see the score is slowly going up as well each time we actually drop the Tetris pieces into place. The quicker you do it, the faster your score actually goes. Now, I'm also going to show off the hard drop. So if I press space, it'll just hard drop the pieces exactly into place. I'm just going to let these continue to stack to show the game over screen. Okay, so with that, it'll show the score that you got, what level you're on, and how many lines you cleared. As you can see, I didn't clear any that time. So we'll play again. Now this time what I'm going to do is hit escape, and I'm going to save and quit. I'm going to save to slot 1. I'm going to enter the name as test. There, the game has been saved to slot 1. Now we are back to the menu. If I go to load game, and then if I go to slot 1 where I saved that file, we're back in exactly where we left off. So that way you can always save your Tetris game if you need to go out and about, or just if you ever want to save your game instance to continue on later. Now I'm just going to quit this one without saving this time. Now let's show off the online mode. So right now it's not working because we haven't got the Tetris server up and running. You can see that it connects to localhost 3000. So as you can see in the background, I'm going to switch to here and run my Tetris server. Now that is open on port 3000 and it's just waiting for game connections. So we're going back into Tetris itself. I'm going to click on online mode again. And this time it's actually booted us straight into there. Now this just plays as just normal single player Tetris, but as you can see, it will give you some AI hints in the console to let you know what to do. I'm just going to let this one stack up with some hard drops just to show how the game ends. So that is the game over, didn't get any line clears, and score was only 207. Now I'm just going to go to the main menu. Now I'm going to show off the multiplayer. Now we can basically choose whether to be like 2 players, so like human versus human. We can do AI versus AI, or we can do human versus AI. I'm just going to do human versus human for now to show off the 2-player settings. So enter a player for player 1, that'll be test, if I can spell. Test 2 for player 2. Okay, so I'm going to move just the left player for now. Now I'll move the right player. And as you can see, each tetramino that is falling is the exact same for both sides. So that way it's not having an unfair advantage or it's not completely randomizing. We can pause the game. And we can also unpause the game. We can turn the music back on. And we can also turn the sounds back on if you like. But they can get in the way. We also have some pause music going as well to let you know that the game is paused. Now I'm just going to focus on player 1, whilst player 2 I'm just going to let go because I can't split my brain into 2, unfortunately. And now I'm just going to let the pieces stack up just to show the game over. So as you can see, player 2's game has ended because I stacked the pieces up first, but player 1 still gets to continue on. Now test, which was player 1, has won that round. Can press R to restart, or I can escape to the main menu. I'm just going to escape to the main menu. Now I'm going to show off human versus AI. So test for me and Robocop for the AI. Now I'm not pressing a single button here, I'm just letting the AI control exactly where it wants the tetraminos to fall. It's deciding where to stack them and where to place them. And it's using a little bit of strategy here. As you can see, it is flipping pieces and it's doing its best to build a line clear. Now I'm going to actually start playing as well, just to show you that it is independent. And I'll do my best to actually beat the AI. But whoever gets to 500 first will be declared the winner. And so far it's looking like AI is doing a better job of that than I am. I'll just put the background music on whilst we're playing. And as you can see, scores update in real time. And AI has actually managed to beat me by getting 500 points first. So that has showed the AI victory there, and it showed how many line clears it got by getting the 5 line clears, whereas I only got maybe 1 or 2 if I was lucky. And now I'm just going to go into settings, and I'm going to adjust the field width and the field height for the Tetris board. So we'll adjust that by 2 for the width, and for the height, we'll also adjust that by 2. Now I'm just going to start a new game, and as you can see, the board is a lot wider. So I'm just going to quit out of this one. And now we'll max out the width at 15, and we'll make the height 24 now, so we can see a few more changes. Start a new game, and then as you can see, the board is a lot wider, and it also is a lot higher, so you need to stack a few more tetraminos in line to make sure you get that line clear. Okay, thank you for your time today.